Sri Krishna says, Arjun, somebody who truly practices karma yoga, he is in fact renounced even while living in the world. See, the karma sannyasi has renounced the actions. The karma yogi is performing the actions but is renouncing the fruit. Renunciation is not an external act. Renunciation is an internal state of your mind when your mind is not attached to objects and to persons. Karma yogi lives in the world, but he doesn't let the world live in him. Like the boat is in the water, but the water is not in the boat. Sri Krishna says, Arjun, so one who can be in the world and yet not let the world be in him. How do you let the world be in you? Through attachments. That is the leakage in the boat. You plug the leakages, become detached, and like King Janak, like Dhruv, like Prahlad, like all these God-realized saints who were in the world, you will also be a karma yogi and you will also be renounced. So Arjun, do not belittle or underestimate the renunciation of a karma yogi.
Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 5. Verse chanting is followed by translation and commentary by Swami Mukundananda.
Nyeyas nitya sannyasi yo nadveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate.
The karma yogis who neither desire nor hate anything should be considered always renounced. Free from all dualities, they are easily liberated from the bonds of material energy. So Sri Krishna has said something so powerful. He says, Gyeya sa nitya sannyasi. Arjun, somebody may be karma yogi, may be a worldly person, may be a family man, may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 children, who knows? May be a man of money, dollars and pence. But if that person is in this state, na dveshti, na kankshati, neither hankering nor lamenting, nirdvandvo, free from dualities, then know that person gyeya, know that person to be a sannyasi. What a beautiful thing! That means to be a renunciant, you don't need to go and live in the Himalayas. You can as well be living in the east coast or west coast of America or anywhere around the world and still by Sri Krishna's definition be a sannyasi. How is that possible? Well, Sri Krishna is not an externalist. He doesn't go by externals. Spirituality is all about the internals. It's not about coloring your clothes. It's about coloring the heart. So, we can take inspiration from people like Janak. Janak was a king and he is called Vide, that king who had no perception of his body. There's the episode. Now, apparently he was a worldly man. He had his Rani Vas with so many queens and so many children. And such opulence. He was one of the most opulent kings of his time. And yet, he was Vide. He had no perception of his body. Means, doesn't matter if the AC is running or it's not running, it doesn't make a difference to him, because he is beyond the body. He was a disciple of his guru. Now there are different versions of who his guru was, but some place mentioned as Shatanand. So his Guruji Shatanand, when he would teach, he would ask Janak to sit right in front. And that irritated all the other classmates. The other students were all brahmacharis, they were monks there in the monastery of Guruji, and Janak was a worldly person. So they all started thinking that Guruji is not keeping an equitable vision. He's a big man, and that is why he's being made to sit in front. So in spirituality, we are all equal. Swarga samrat ho ya ho chakar, tere dar pe hai darja barabar. तेरी हस्ती को हो जिसने जाना कोई आलम में आकिल नहीं है. Kripaluji Maharaj says that in the darbar of the Lord, the Swarga Samrat Indra and a servant, they both are equal. So why is Guruji buttering up this Raja? Does he need the Raja to build an ashram for him or something? So, Guruji understood that there is a doubt that has arisen in the minds of my disciples. So Guruji said, all right, by power of God's Yoga Maya, he created such an illusion that in Janakpur, a fire began. So the people started coming and running to the Raja. Rajan, please come. Your capital is burning. Janak just turned his head. Guruji, Kim Tat Brahma? You were explaining what is Brahma. Please continue. Another party came. Your Rani Vas is burning. He said, Name kinchan dahyati. Nothing of mine is burning. The matter was over. Janak just continued to sit. His Brahma Jigyasa, quest to know Brahma, the Supreme, was not affected by that. Now that was the level of his renunciation. Although externally he was a king. It's easy to hear, but imagine how quickly we people respond even during the retreat. We keep the mobiles on and Beta, I hope you are all right. I am meeting you after 3 days. The mind still goes there. And here Janak's whole capital was burning. Never mind. God is taking care right now. This is of paramount importance. The matter got over. Now Guruji created a fire in the ashram. So the brahmacharis didn't have much. They only had their langoti which was hanging from the cloth line. Oh my God, our langoti will burn. They ran to save it. They came back. Guruji did not say anything. Later on he said, my dear children, it was a matter of one langoti of yours and you ran giving up the class of Brahma Vidya. And look at Janak, his whole capital was burning and didn't make a difference to him. So renunciation is an internal matter. To what extent have you actually understood that the happiness of my soul is not in the world? To that extent, your hankering for it is eased off. And to that extent, you are not disturbed in adverse circumstances. So, na dveshti, na kangshati. That, when a person is able to do that, that person is the true sannyasi. Hence, Kripaluji Maharaj used to tell the story of one king who's sitting on his throne, developed a sense of renunciation, and he said, no, I need to go and achieve the supreme goal of my life. So he walked off from the throne and went straight to the most famous spiritual personality there, a monk, and said, Maharaj, I have come to your Sharan. Please accept me as your disciple. And that sadhu said, Are Rajan, you have come, but you have not actually come. Develop vairagya, renunciation, and then come to me. So the king returned and said, I had given up my palace and everything and I came. And he's saying, I'm not renounced. What was missing? Oh my God, I went in all my regal attire. This is probably what Babaji did not like. So he said, okay, in that case, he put on simple khadi, dhoti, kurta, etc., removed all his ornaments, his crown, and as a simple commoner he went, Guruji, I made a big mistake. Now I am renounced. See? Guruji said, you have not followed my instruction. I told you become renounced. And you have still come like this? Go. Until you are renounced, don't come back. He went off again. He said, now I had only one dhoti left. Even that is not acceptable to Guruji. If that is the case, then what to do? Third time he came as Digambar. Without the dhoti, he said, Guruji, I am a grihasti householder, I feel embarrassed, but now at least I am renounced. Guruji said, I have told you again and again, renounce, and still you are not doing it. Until you renounce, don't come. He went off again. He said, now only one body. I have to destroy this also. This vairagya of Guruji is not getting achieved. If he doesn't want to accept me as his disciple, then life has no meaning. All right then, I will give up this body. So he made a resolve. I have not eaten, I will not drink. Anushan. And he sat down. 1 day went by, 2 days went by, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days went by. Now Guruji was doing inquiry from inside. You see, these gurus, their inquiry is not just from the outside, it is from the inside as well. So he was doing inquiry and he discovered that this disciple is now really becoming detached. Not the externals, but internally. And he came himself after 7 days. Rajan, oh king, get up! So he was still sitting. He has got no feeling that I am a king. Guruji said, Tyagi ji, renunciant, please get up. He is still sitting. He doesn't even have feeling that I am a renunciant. See, if you think, I am a renunciant, that means you think I have given up such valuable things, such precious stones, gems. That means that you still feel that the world is so important. So a true renunciant should think, I have not given up anything. This world is not of any value in any case. Now if a shoe got torn and you threw it away, you can't say I am a Tyagi ji because I threw the shoe. So he said, Tyagi ji, and the king is still sitting. Shishya, my disciple, stand up. Now he got up, opened his eyes. Guruji embraced him. This is vairagya. So that state of vairagya has to be achieved. Of course, we should beware of worldly things. Now you say, Swamiji said that even in the world you can be virakt. So I'll every day watch movies and I'll still be virakt. You have to be careful of the world. But it's not that vairagya requires you to go to the Himalayas. You can achieve that state, nitya sannyasi, even while living in this world.